President Xi Jinping has gained a strategic advantage after a major legal setback undermined Donald Trump's trade offensive against China. As Chinese citizens marked the Lunar New Year, officials in Beijing had further cause for optimism. A ruling by the US Supreme Court struck a significant blow to Mr. Trump's tariff strategy, weakening one of his preferred tools for exerting pressure on China just weeks before a planned meeting between the two leaders. By a 6-3 majority, the court determined that the White House's sweeping tariffs on foreign nations, both allies and adversaries, were unlawful. The justices concluded that the president lacked authority under the International Emergency Economic Powers Act, IEAPA, to impose such duties. The decision effectively scrapped the so-called reciprocal tariffs and an additional 10% levy linked to fentanyl concerns that had been applied to Chinese imports. While other tariffs remain in place, China stands among the chief beneficiaries of the ruling. In response, the administration swiftly introduced a fresh set of tariffs of around 15% under alternative legal provisions. Even so, this rate remains lower than previous levels. China's average trade-weighted tariff burden has fallen from roughly 36.8% to 29.7%, according to international trade monitors. Mr. Trump reacted angrily, describing the justices as an embarrassment and claiming foreign governments would welcome the decision. He argued that America's long-standing trade imbalance with China had fueled the country's economic growth and military expansion. The forthcoming visit to Beijing is now likely to take place under a cloud, with the loss of one of Washington's most forceful economic weapons. At the height of tensions last year, US tariffs on Chinese goods had surged to as much as 145% in an attempt to extract concessions from Beijing. However, tensions had already begun to ease. The United States recently relaxed restrictions on advanced artificial intelligence chips produced by NVIDIA being sold to Chinese firms. In exchange, China agreed to resume large-scale purchases of American soybeans, a vital export for US farmers. China typically buys around half of the US soybean harvest, and its suspension of purchases last year sent shockwaves through agricultural regions in the American Midwest. Analysts at Fudan University noted that this soybean card once again gives Beijing considerable leverage in negotiations, highlighting the delicate economic interdependence between the two powers.